We're going to talk about understanding our customers and developing information about them. This is very important because I always like to talk with the employees I'm working with about how critical customers are to their world and their future. Because the good news is, as I always tell them, if you're looking for job security, get more customers. If you're looking to increase your income and accomplish the goals that you have in life, both private and in business, get more customers. Get more and better customers. And the good news is your company is fully behind in support of you doing that. So really, if you can get your mindset to the fact that developing more customers is the answer to your company goals and your own personal security, I think the world's a better place, and certainly your company is in better shape. So let's talk about understanding your customer. We have a form that we call Understanding Your Customer. It's really just data. Different people have different systems in using this. Someone I respect greatly is Harvey Mackay, has the Mackay 66 or 66 things he'd like his salespeople to know about his customers. That's pretty optimistic. I'm not sure that we could accomplish that, but there's 12 things we would really like everybody to understand, particularly salespeople, about their customers. So when they're in their future contacts, this can be part of the goal that they have in dealing with customers. And we believe that part of thinking is developing a strategy to shorten the sales cycle so you have a plan when you have a contact. You don't just, you're not reactive, you're proactive. And I think that's one of the key differences in our system, and one of the main failures that salespeople experience is that they're simply reactive. So by being proactive, we can take the opportunity to learn some of the information that we don't currently have while we're having a contact with our client. Just to run through this form briefly, if you look at some of the things here, where are they located? We really want to know where the decision makers are. Where do they shop? Well, that's important. How do they buy? That can be important as to who goes in our creamer and who doesn't, and that's what we're talking about here, how you fit people in your creamer. If they buy on the internet and we don't sell on the internet, they're not in our creamer. It's that simple. We might love to have them in their creamer, they might love to deal with us, but if we don't sell the way they buy, they're not in our creamer. Now the minute that we change that, the minute that either they buy differently or that we develop the ability to sell on the internet, they can go into the creamer, but until then, we're not going to devote company resources to them. What do they buy? This is a question that I always like to ask salespeople in our exercises. How do you know? Because if you don't ask the question, and haven't asked the question, what do they buy, then you don't know the answer. This is what we call customer share. There's two ways of gaining business. Market share, you gain more customer. Customer share, you gain more of the customer's business that they buy annually. And unless you've asked them, you don't really know what they buy. This can sometimes we call the lowest hanging fruit and the easiest way for new business development. What do they need? What's essential for their business? What are their challenges in their industry and in their company? What are their desires? What do they have planned for the future? What's their budget range? Do all these things fit? Is there a fit between our company? Can we supply what they need? When do they expect delivery? Is there a fit in all these areas? What's changing in their lives? And this is extremely important, and one of the things that the Revenue Builder focuses on more than any program I've come across, and that is understanding what's changing in their lives. Let's assume for the moment that you are selling valve stems and you're calling on a conglomerate that owns some tire stores. And in the process of your meeting and contact, you asked your contact, what's changing in your world? And he or she tells you that, well, we've actually sold to tire stores. Now, it's going to be common knowledge in a couple of months, but, just so you know, we've sold to tire stores. Now, armed with that information, in the next 2 or 3 months, who do you want to be calling on? I suggest you want to be calling on the new owner of the tire store. Now, you would have learned that information at some point down the road. Your contact would have told you that they sold to tire stores. It wasn't a secret, but you learned it ahead of time, hopefully ahead of your competitors, because you asked what's changing in their world. So that can be very important information to have. The last question that we always like to make sure that we ask is, what would consistently make them feel special? Because if they answer this question, they're telling you what will make them customers for life. Now, one business person in one of my seminars said, yeah, but wait a minute, Ron, if I ask that question, don't I have to be prepared to do whatever they say? So, well, think about it this way. What if your competitor asks? it gives you the opportunity and the choice to do what they suggest or not. But isn't it better to know and have an understanding of what will constitute actions that will make them clients for life? We finally end up, after our module of filling the creamer for your target market, with what we call a creamer parameter statement. And this is a statement of who we're going to deal with and where we're going to deal with them over a specific period of time. And you can set that yourself. It can be 6 months, it can be a year, and you can change it whenever you feel appropriate. But it gives direction to your group and brings focus to who they're going to deal with and who they're not going to deal with in their business plan.